Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Elex. So, since last episode, we're picking up, pretty much right after last episode. I don't do too much without you guys, but I just vendored off some stuff. We're up to 1,327 Elex at the moment. And I also crafted a little bit of food at the campfire. I made some more cooked fried meat. And then also gland soup. It gives us poison resistance plus 20 for 60 seconds, health plus 20 for 20 seconds, and then wood lice meat dish is plus 20 health for 20 seconds. So I went ahead and made a few of those things. And anyways, today the first thing I want to do is let's talk to Ulrich.
Yeah,
because he does crafting training. And we've got the money. I would like to maybe get some crafting training, because I would like to get a third point in that. Pickpocketing. What can we get? We can get lockpicking. We can also get gemstone socketing or chemistry. And all of those are only 250 Elexit. So honestly, I'm debating between gemstone socketing or chemistry. I would like to be able to make potions. I mean, we can already modify weapons. We can already do goldsmithing. Equip certain weapons with magical gemstones at a workbench. Honestly, I don't think that I presently have anything that can even be socketed.
Trouble here.
No. I mean, once we get like the snake bite, the Kalan's bulwark, it seems like only really important stuff. I mean, technically I can do it to my adjutor, but I think I'd rather take chemistry just so we can make potions. Because I've got a ton of herbs, but I can't really do anything with that at the moment. So let's go ahead and learn chemistry. And then a little bit later, we'll probably learn gemstone socketing. I just don't have a ton of gemstones and stuff at the moment. And what does he have to trade? He doesn't have wings or anything, does he? No. Instructions on how to make an Elex potion or a small Elex potion. Removes Elex cravings. Heh. Wait, small Elex drink. Plus 100 experience. Plus 2 attribute points. What? Oh my gosh, so that's what we do with Elex. Is we make potions that give us attribute points and XP. Oh my god. I need a bunch of liquor. I'm going to take this instructions to make the Elex potion. Maybe. And he also sells natural Elex. 100 apiece though. Albs consume it for strength, and to reach the next level of evolution, it can be transformed into other forms or used to power technology. I just don't know where a good source of liquor is. I'm going to wait on that, but we're going to keep that in the back of our minds, that we can come back here and get Elex potions. But one reason I wanted to go ahead and get our third crafting point, because we're gonna need it, making potions. It seems like it's going to be a thing. But this guy, about the outlaw.
About the outlaw.
What about him?
Since we have a crafting of 3, we can now tell him you should conceal, or you could conceal the Elex fluctuations. There really isn't much risk of being caught. You haven't been so far, have you? It will keep trading. Suggestion. But see, I don't have suggestion. But we can do this.
You could conceal the Elex fluctuations.
How does that work?
Disguise the traces of Elex as mana by overlapping the waves. This will mask it.
That is great.
25 XP.
How did I not think of that myself? So, looking at it like that, the risk really isn't that great. Okay, I will trade with Bigby again. You can tell him that I need the same terms as before. No. He'll have to make it more, alright? Because of the risk.
Okay. Cancel bad debts. Let's see, where was that guy at? He was, he's actually right down there, because that's the scrap. Yeah, the scrap heap is down here. Okay, let's go talk to Bigby real quick, and hopefully get that sorted out. Hopefully get more than just 200 XP from it, since we've got the deal back up and going. Okay, I think he's right over here, right? Yes.
Ornir will trade with you again.
But he won't come here and tell me that himself? Slimy little rat of shit. He better make good or I'll find him. Here, take the shards I was gonna pay him. That ship better turn up. You tell him that if you see him.
I would have liked to see the old world as it was.
150
before the
shards.
comet.
Okay, now do I actually need to go tell him that? Okay.
No, not now.
Okay, no. So I guess I don't have to actually talk to him on that. Okay, so we did get a little bit of XP. It really wasn't all that great. We're about halfway to 12. Okay, but 12 is going to be a major level. Okay, so let's see about doing the food supplies, the new deal. We need to go talk to Cormag, right? Ragnar Cormag, okay. And we haven't actually met Cormag up until now. Who's this guy? Is he important? Duras. Oh, there's Duras!
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by Warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Listen, I'm not sure I want to stay, or tell me about the job.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Asgaard was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Oh yeah, we got all kinds of things here.
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Asgaard. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Asgaard wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Asgard's body rotten up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Asgaard to point to who might be the murderer.
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Asgaard, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Asgaard?
Asgaard was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Edan. But if Ragnar's right,
Clerics.
then there must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Okay, tooth for a tooth.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Asgaard when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Eardor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Eardor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
I don't think I know any of those people.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Asgaard. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
Alright.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Okay. Alright, so anyways, back to what we were working on though. Let's talk to this guy, Cormag.
Welcome, incomer. I hope you are being treated well. Goliath has always opened its doors to those who need shelter. But these are hard times, and war grows suspicions. As for me, I think the free people should work together in this war with the elves.
Alright, sounds like he might be recruitable to be a cleric commander.
Will I have trouble here?
It will mostly be talk. People gossip about incomers. If you want the people here to trust you, then help them. Once they do, they will open their doors to you. You will have a place to stay. A chance to become one of us. And they will likely reward you for your trouble. We Berserkers believe in second chances. It's your choice whether you take that chance or not.
Okay.
Who are you?
I am Cormag, warlord of the Hammer clan. Each of the clans has its own calling, and ours is magic. A gift given to us in our time of need. Proof that this planet needed a guardian, and that it chose us. We can channel power through our bodies, and battle the machines of the clerics.
No.
The power mana gives us seems limitless. And yet, it seems so normal now, doesn't it? It's hard to remember that magic is only a generation old. We have only just started our study of it. And the Hammer clan has made that study our purpose.
Huh.
What do you think about your laws?
Our laws bind us. They tell us who we are. How we interpret them, that is where we can do better. Death and exile shouldn't be the only sentences. There should be reward in repentance. Leniency could save us valuable people.
I agree.
You think other berserkers are too harsh?
Dedicated, not harsh. And sometimes dedication can blind us to other ways of thinking. Just imagine, if we berserkers could enhance the clerics' energy weapons, or the outlaws' explosives with the power of mana, who could stop us then? Now, Angram would say that giving into technology would destroy us. But I wonder whether holding on to the laws too tightly would do the same. After all, there were those who tried to stop using magic. They said it was against nature. Now magic is all that defends it. Whatever my thoughts, the laws we have now are the ones we must follow.
I actually like him more than some of the other berserkers. He seems a little bit more open-minded.
Are there problems between the clans?
Give any group a name and they'll use it as a cause for argument with others. But, while there are always differences, we are all berserkers. Anyone who forgets that needs a swift reminder of their true allegiance.
You have traitors here?
Not traitors. Troublemakers. People whose mouths move faster than their minds. You think we should use the law to silence anyone who thinks differently? I say they need to be convinced that our cause is best served if we work together. I've been saying that over and over, but it seems some people have stopped listening.
They would listen to me? Or no, this has nothing to do with me.
Maybe they would listen to me.
Perhaps. You could do me a favor and talk to Elder. He's been speaking out against the Eisen clan, but I'm not sure of the reason behind his anger. You will find him living with the other cultivators down in the cultivator house. I'd be grateful if you can find out the reason he's upset, before this bad feeling escalates into something else.
Okay. But I need to talk to you about some things.
Teach
Let's
me
see.
Sure.
What does he teach? Combat. Melee weapons, ranged weapons, heavy weapons. Ranged weapons would be nice to get a little bit later once we get a laser rifle. Attack strength, parry strength, heavy punch. Grenades, jetpack attack. Unlocks the ability to do a jetpack melee attack. What? Mutant killer. Gives bonus damage when fighting mutants. Machine killer. Fighting robots. Oh man. I would love to have jetpack attack.
Cinda needs your help.
More trouble with the supplies? What can I do to help?
She needs people to collect the food deliveries.
I thought Angram had sent men to do that.
Angram is refusing to send more men, or the men he sent are dead. They were attacked by a troll.
The men he sent are dead. They were attacked by a troll.
And more will die if our men aren't fed. Still, if Angram is worried about sending men, then there must be a real danger. I will send men to help Cinda. But if they're to go out there, then I want to improve their odds of survival. We recently captured some movement detectors from the Clerics. They're being stored in the pit, ready for the Elex to be taken out of them. Get me one of those movement detectors, and I will give Cinda the help she wants.
Isn't taking technology from the pit against the law? Or what if the guard catches me? Actually, we already have that movement detector.
Isn't taking technology from the pit against the law?
Sometimes, laws must be broken for problems to be fixed. Get me that detector, and I will help Cinda. Those are my terms.
I have the movement detector you wanted.
Excellent work. Now, my
Don't
men
even
stand a
question
chance
it.
of seeing danger before they walk into it. Tell Cinda she can count on the support of the Hammer Clan. I will tell the men to be ready.
Okay, we got 200 XP for that. Okay, I actually quite like him compared to most of the berserkers that we've encountered. Okay, so I need to get way down here to Cinda. Let me just warp over here to Goliath. Hopefully she's got a nice cash reward ready for us. Because we're actually stocking up a decent amount of money right now. I mean, 1,200 Alexit is not bad. It's not bad, because I've been, like, crazy broke. And I've actually got that, like, that shield I could sell if I need to. I mean, the shield's not that great. It's good for poison resistance, but other than that, it's kind of beat out by our current shield.
The Hammer Clan will get your supplies.
They will?
800
Convince
XP.
Cormac to help?
Yes.
Oh, you don't know what a relief that is. I was going crazy here. The least I can do is offer you some Alexit as thanks for your help.
Give me 300 Alexit. Give me 100 shards. Give me what you think is fair.
Give me 300 Alexit.
That's a fair request. On behalf of Goliath and all the Berserkers, I thank you.
Oh, and we got an achievement, Shard Hoarder. We have 1,500 Alexit. That's our first time having that much. Oh, man. And how close? We still got a little ways to go before we hit 12, but that's not too bad. Okay, so what quest we want to...
messing with technology?
I swear, every time I open it. See, the Law of the Berserkers, there's always something to do. Let's go do that. That's the quest for Ragnar. And chances are it may lead to a decent amount of XP. If it's like, you know, the other quests that we've done for, like the one we did for the Clerics, where it was like that huge bump in XP. That's kind of what I'm hoping that this is. That this is like the big, like, achievement entry quest for the Berserkers. And if so, it may, in the process of doing this, it may give us enough XP to level. Is kind of my goal, because I would love to hit level 12 today and get an energy rifle. And since we're on our way down here anyways, I'm going to go by Bigby. And I'm just going to see if Bigby has any kind of follow-up stuff, maybe?
Just leave me alone, won't you?
No. He's just a jerk. Okay. Oh, what's this ruin? Anything of any interest here? Sound like a jet or something. Huh. I don't know what that was. Alright, we got a raptor. I think we can take this guy. Oh yeah, he actually doesn't do all that much damage, really. Pow! I wish it didn't, like, break my target whenever I did my jetpack. Get you some of that, Raptor. Okay, 40 XP. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I feel like we're getting a lot stronger. I'm not afraid of going out and, like, killing things anymore, especially with this, like,
The old world is truly fascinating.
rifle on my arm. Ooh. 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 No sword in this one, I don't guess. That's fine. I wonder if those unusable first aid kits ever become usable. I'm sure they do. Ooh. Man, all these buildings around here. Like, the thing is, I want to go into, like, everything that I see. But at the same time, like, raptors and stuff are outside of it. Oh, whoa! Look at that world heart. That's crazy. But I'm always in, like, I'm headed towards something. And so I'm just like, well, just keep going off in this direction.
These world hearts deserve proper study. I wonder if the berserkers would allow me to conduct such a study.
No. They're so, like, overprotective of all their stuff. Okay, ear door.
Ooh, who are you? What are you doing here? No one's allowed round the world, Heart.
You seem nervous, or I'm no threat.
You seem nervous. Yeah. Normally the only people to come out here are albs, or outlaws. Which are you? Are you responsible for the world heart here? That's what you care about? The world heart? What about the men sent with it? If we wither, it does too. Goliath should care as much about us as they care about that plant. But yes, what are we next to a world heart? Ants in history. Here we are standing by the future of Magellan, the very thing given to us in Magellan's hour of need. Maybe that's what Bourne meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are. Out here, isolated with this thing to care about, I've certainly gained perspective. What is a cultivator? Well, we're farmers, in the main. We grow the crops for Goliath, and we tend to the seedlings and the world hearts. The warriors act like they're the big guys, but really, they're here to protect us. Warriors might get the glory, but it's us cultivators who are changing the world.
Changing the world? You just put plants in dirt. Or how long have you been doing this?
How long have you been doing this? Oh, I didn't want to do it. This was a sentence. I got sent here as punishment 5 years ago. Punished? And you say you enjoy doing this? Yeah, masochist, aren't I? Beer, women, and fights were all that used to matter. Now, I get a kick from seeing just a few seedlings a season make it all the way to mature. I can take pride from that. How safe is the world heart here? You mean with the Albs scouting out Goliath? They don't seem to register it. The world heart mustn't be their mission. Or they don't know about it. He'd kill me fast enough, though. That is, if the animals didn't get me first. Or I don't eat the wrong thing and get poisoned. Still, all in a day's work. Anything you want me to report to Ragnar? Yeah. Can you tell him about the World Heart? That it's okay? He should know we're still working, even though the patrols aren't coming to check. But if you're offering to help, there is one thing. I've not had any supplies from Goliath. Can you get them to send someone with my food supplies? I will ask about your food supplies. Thank you. Cinda is probably the best person to ask. She's fierce. I mean, ball-shriveling fierce. But gets things done. I'm not asking for anything special. Just the usual supply run. Or just, well, anything, to be honest. We're hungry out here.
Well, I've already sorted that out. Supplies for the cultivators.
I'll see what I can do. Please, just don't forget. I can't farm, fight, and bring in supplies. Listen, Goliath aside, there's a plant. The cultivator's loaf. If we could collect some of that, it would help us. It grows everywhere, but we've just not had time to collect them. 4 dozen should be enough.
4 dozen, okay.
4 dozen? Yes. Hopefully that would last us until we get another supply run. Say, let's round it up. Can you bring me 50? It would save you a trip to Goliath.
Okay. I've brought supplies.
I have brought supplies. You have? I'm salivating already.
I brought you some bread. Give him the moldy breads. No, I'm not going to give him the moldy bread. I just don't know if it would have an effect on him, like he didn't die or something. We might check that in just a second, though, just out of curiosity.
Why plant the World Heart out here where it's in danger? You don't understand much about our ways, do you? So tell me. We're changing the world with them. Wherever you plant a World Heart, it extracts the Elex from the ground, pulls the poison out of the soil. It makes the soil come back to life. Lets Magellan's nature return to it. So whenever we plant a World Heart, life follows. The more we plant, the more of Magellan is restored. We have to plant them in places like this because it's where they make a difference. All this around us, is because of the World Heart. So where do the World Hearts come from? I don't know. They found the first ones, the first berserkers. They realized what it could do, that it fed on Elex rather than dying from it, so they started cultivating them. Where do you get your supplies from? Directly from Goliath, normally. Sometimes, we'll get something from passing hunters, but you can't rely on that. Why have the deliveries come to a halt? The Alb attacks. The warlords have put all the warriors on defense and cut down on the supply runs. We're supposed to be self-sufficient out here, but with more Alb attacks and more creatures, we don't have time to grow, forage, or hunt anymore. Tell me, what do you know about Asgard's murder? Nothing really. I don't hear much from Goliath out here.
Okay, question Eardor. It's a mission. So you were here when he was killed. How well do you know Asgard? Do you know where they found Asgard's body? Do you carry a sword? You work here on your own. No, there's like a bunch of people here with him.
So, you were here when he was killed? Probably. I haven't been anywhere else in months. I only go back for supplies or to transport seedlings. When was Asgard killed? 3 months ago, around Mana's Eve. Oh, then I was back in Goliath sometime around then. I've lost track, to be honest, but whenever it was, I didn't see anything. How well do you know Asgard? Not at all. I mean, I knew of him, people talked about him, but I don't think I ever said more than hello to him, and he ignored me. He didn't really have time for cultivators. But, you know, people can be like that. Some value our work, others think they're superior somehow. Do you know where they found Asgard's body? I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or why ask me, right? Did you hear anything else about Asgard? Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about the seedling that disappeared the same night Asgard was murdered. No one seems to be asking about it, and from what I heard, it wasn't just a seedling, it was one close to maturity. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere as a new World Heart. But it never arrived.
New circumstantial evidence. Huh. Do you carry a sword or you work here on your own? I feel like that should be... I mean, there's a sword and you see people walking around.
Do you carry a sword?
Of course. It's dangerous out here.
You work here on your own?
Most of the time. That's part of the punishment. It didn't used to be as lonely. They'd send patrols out to check on us. But since the Albs started attacking, we've been left on our own out here. Yeah, I guess we're not a priority.
I don't think you killed Asgaard.
Me? Of course I didn't.
200 XP.
You really don't think you have a motive?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a cultivator. I look after a world heart. I want to know what happened to the seedling he had. Why aren't you investigating where it went?
You're out here with a sword, and no witnesses.
If I tried to attack a warrior with a sword, chances are you'd be planting me in the ground.
Yeah. I don't think he did it. Does there happen to be a teleporter out here somewhere, maybe? Perhaps. Garen's actually over there. I may pop over and have a talk with Garen while we're out here, maybe. We'll see. How much cultivator loaf do I even have at the moment? That's 50. That's a lot of it. I have 28 cultivator's loaf. Okay. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to offer him that moldy bread and just see what happens.
I brought you some bread.
You got your hands on fresh bread? Whoa. No, that doesn't look too fresh.
It's all Cinda had. I can take it back.
No. I'll take it. Thank you. They don't normally send bread. What did you pay for it?
Cinda gave it to me.
Wow. You must have sweet-talked her. I normally get hard biscuits.
She said I could take it.
Well, about time we got a break. That should see our stomachs full. Thank you. Here. That should pay for it, right?
200 shards? No, you must pay twice that.
No, you must pay twice that.
Well, I don't have that much. This will have to cover it, I'm afraid.
That will do.
Well, good. Here.
50 more shards.
Not now. Not now.
I'm gonna reload though. I don't know. Surely she has something. Is that really what I'm supposed to get? Is that moldy bread that was left behind the building? We're gonna go talk to Cinda and just say... Because maybe she has some better food or something. Because it said Falk didn't like it when I gave him moldy bread. Like, if Falk didn't like that one bit.
Eardor needs supplies.
Eardor? The cultivator? Yes, I suppose he's not had any supplies for a while. But he will have to wait. He can forage in the forest. The people here can't.
I promised I'd get him supplies.
I'm not responsible for your promises. I have a whole town to feed.
What if I buy them? If you don't help him, he will die.
If you don't help him, he will die.
Then he's not much of a cultivator, is he? Everybody's up against it. Everybody needs supplies. Everything I've got here has already been assigned. Except for a load of bread I had to throw out because no one picked it up from the baker until it was too late. I mean, what use is moldy bread? For the want of a few men, we waste resources that we're already short of.
I found it. I can take that to Eardor and the cultivators.
You could, if you think they'll eat it.
She said they were desperate. I'm trying to help a berserker here.
And I'm trying to help them all. Fine. If you think they'll eat moldy bread, then feed it to them. That's up to you.
Okay, so I guess we're giving him moldy bread. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep until the morning. I guess I'm just gonna run on foot because I do want to stop by. Oh, shove off. Or we could go gather the 50... yeah. Let's do that instead. Let's gather the 50 cultivators' loaves. Instead of just taking him moldy bread. And I know before there was a bunch of cultivators' loaves and they may have respawned like right along through here. I mean, there was a bunch of them. I wasn't even picking all of them up. There were so many of the things. Okay, I just kind of like wandered away from town, and Was collecting cultivators' loaves, and I came across a person just laying here. And he's actually needed for the quest where we have to question all those like random people. Baron. Just sleeping here.
Nothing to do?
What? Who are you? What do you want? Who goes there?
Yeah.
Are you a guard?
Oh, stop asking questions and answer them. Who are you?
You're lucky I'm not an enemy.
Well, you know it's not like the elves are going to attack these trees, is it? If there's one thing the elves know we got a lot of, it's trees. And it's not like these trees do much. I mean, they're not going to run away while I'm asleep, are they? Did Master Thorold send you? Is there something important? Because if not, just go, okay?
What makes you think Thorold the Pilgrim sent me?
When he was still the big boss up there in Goliath, he used to reprimand me quite often. I wondered if he was still keeping an eye on me. Still, whatever. I've heard he's retreated into study. Let him play with his magic. I hope it does save us. And while he's away, I have my peace and quiet out here.
What do you know about Thorold's retreat?
Not much. It said that he is working on a plan to stop the elves. It's something huge that would change the war in all of Magellan. You think it? It happens. The elves are screwed. Just like that. No idea what it is, though. But nobody is really allowed to talk about it. But then nobody even really understands what he's doing anyway.
Where is Pilgrim Thorold?
Well, that is confidential. Meaning, if anyone actually knows, no one is actually saying. Maybe he will figure out how to rob the elves of their magical strength, at least. Then good, honest warriors could go back to sleeping in nice, comfortable beds.
Now there's a future that Magellan should be fighting for. I need to ask you about Asgard's murder.
I can't tell you anything about that. Not anything that's not being said already. He should have kept his head down like me. Ambition only gets you dead. He should have picked this spot and stayed there. Why are you interested in that? Really?
Alright, question Baron.
Tell me what you do know about the murder.
Me? I only know what people are saying. That they thought Asgaard had run away, but he hadn't. He'd been murdered somewhere out in the forest. I was out here at the time, on guard duty.
Did anyone see you? Is there anyone who can give you an alibi?
Hilda. She was with me all night. Her and Alva, and Dagny, and Erica, Freya, Garrett, Heggie, Magda. They're the trees over there. They're my girls. Very lonely out here. So no, I have no alibi.
You look quite strong for somebody who's just standing around all day.
Maybe. And?
Did you know Asgard well?
Since we were old enough to crawl, our parents were friends. We grew up like brothers.
Have you been trained to use that sword?
All berserkers are. You think I could survive out here if I couldn't use it?
Asgard's body was found near here. Did you see it?
No. I know where he was found. But no, I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't see him. I wouldn't want to remember him like that. My duties keep me here most of the time. So I stay looking after my girls, the trees, making sure they stay safe.
Where do you go when you do get away?
Nearby. Not Goliath, if that's what you mean. I tend to stay out here these days.
Where nearby?
The lift into the Valley of the Damned. That's a good place to relax. There's quite the view of the valley there. It's a good place to let your worries just drift away. I hope you find who did it.
Maybe you did it. You knew him. You don't have an alibi.
Why would I kill him? He was my friend.
Why should I believe you?
Because it sounds like you're doing something about this. Like you want to find out who did it. You should start with people who had a problem with him, not his friends.
Your friend Asgard. What kind of man was he?
Well, he wasn't a simple guy. He was my friend. Our parents were friends. We basically grew up as brothers. But he was sort of ambitious, and that sometimes, well, made him an ass. Listen, it doesn't matter. Just forget what I said.
Ambition could give a motive, if he got in someone's way.
Well, don't look at me. I'm happy where I am. I don't give a troll's ass about promotion.
Oh, what is this place? Like, it's like another version of Goliath. I've been walking along the water here, though, because... Oh. We got a fighter here. Oh, don't steal my kill.
That was a sensible decision.
I wasn't trying to attack you. But I hate when the NPCs run up and get my kills now because... that looks like it could have a wing. It's some kind of winged raptor. I need to hunt down some wings. And I saw an NPC, I think it was actually Sidna, that had a ring recipe for sale. Old Skex.
I'm attacking.
I'm attacking. Well, that's fine with me. Okay, this thing looks like it has an absolute ton of HP. You know what? When in doubt, pull this out. That's basically the name of the game here. 3 feathers. And some raw meat. Okay. So no wings, sadly. Okay, so what is this place that we're coming up on? I see people. Oh, there's a teleporter here. What is this place? Oh, the Great Lift to the Valley of the Damned. Okay. So I guess down in here is the Valley of the Damned.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy who was supposedly seen in the area recently. His name is Ray. Whiny little shitbag. Reckons he's an outlaw. Do you know him?
Ray, no, I've not met him. Tell me about him.
Tell me about him.
No. Doesn't matter to you. It's just business. Forget about it.
It could be that we are looking for the same guy.
You are, you see. Well. Have you seen him then?
Ray? No, I've not met him.
Lucky you. Let me know if you meet the little piss streak. I want words with him.
Okay. But I'm kind of just running around right now. We're not too far from having enough cultivators loaves. That's kind of what I'm working on. Then we're going to go turn these in, I guess. But I noticed them growing next to water a lot. Okay. There is cultivator's loaf number 50. Awesome. Okay, so let me go ahead and set this quest. The Edan supplies for the cultivators. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna go talk to that that hunter guy that we helped before. Might as well go ahead and knock his stuff out. It took a little while to gather all those herbs, but it really wasn't all that bad. Plus I got to kill a bunch of stuff while I was working on it.
I must remember these ruins. I would like to return to them someday.
Okay, Kieran.
A berserker was killed. The body was found in the forest.
The forest is a dangerous place.
The berserker who was murdered was called Asgaard. Did you know him?
Asgaard? That asshole. Yeah, I knew him. I kept out of his way. He kissed Ragnar's ass and treated everyone else like rot-bore shit.
Yeah, but I don't think it's him because he doesn't even carry a sword.
Sociable guy, aren't you?
Sociable just means happy to talk shit. I don't talk shit.
When were you last in the forest by Goliath?
I don't know. Not for a year. This is the best area for hunting, and all Goliath cares about is me filling my quota. As long as I send them meat and fur, I can stay out here away from small talk and politics.
Do you always hunt with a bow?
A bow? Traps? You should always try and kill at a distance. Learn that, and you will live longer. I'm here to feed berserkers, not the creatures.
You didn't like Asgaard.
I didn't put myself in a position where I needed to. Little shit won't be missed.
Sounds like you had a grudge.
I think most people are assholes. You only asked me about Asgaard. What's with all these questions? Is some asshole trying to pin this on me?
I'm questioning anyone I meet out here.
If you want an alibi for me, you'll have to go out there and speak to the raptors.
Is that your only alibi?
I'm a hunter. You want to know where I am? I'm always here in the forest.
Alright. Sounds good. I don't think it's him. I mean, he's such a ranged fighter. I don't see him getting in there with a sword. He doesn't even pack a sword. I mean, that's not to say that he's never had a sword or whatever, but I don't foresee that as him. Ah, there is a teleporter over here near the World Heart. River Delta teleporter. Okay. I've brought supplies.
I've brought supplies.
You have? I'm salivating already.
The cultivator's loaf. Definitely that.
I have brought you the cultivator's loaf.
You are a born gatherer.
400 XP. No money, though.
Not now.
Not a single cent for all of that.
Not now.
Huh. So we could either get 200 XP and like, I don't remember, what was it, 100 shards or something, or 400 XP. I guess I'd rather have the XP, realistically. We're still a little ways off from leveling. But we should be able to return to Ragnar now. And we're starting to get some teleports kind of spread out, which is kind of nice. Okay, Mr. Ragnar.
About my support. I took care of Eardor.
Are there any problems?
None to speak of.
You have proved yourself a friend to the Berserkers with this act. The work Eardor does is at the heart, the world heart, of everything we stand for. It's criminal that we hadn't helped him before. Thank you.
200 shards. Okay, we gotta do more before we can... Yeah, so the outlaw, the Bigby, we didn't get credit for that, because Eardor's like, he didn't help me with him. And then, we didn't get credit for the converter parts, and we stole that thing and he knows it. So, that's cool. So, I think we're doing pretty good so far. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we've got this quest to stop the clan fighting that we picked up earlier, so let's go see about that, I guess. Because at this point, I just want to level up. And we are just about to level up. Like another like little quest. We've gotten a lot of like little dinky quests today. Also going and questioning all those people would help too. Like 200 XP a pop.
Eldor, I've heard you're causing trouble with the Eisen clan.
What about it?
Do you have a problem with the Eisen clan?
It's not me with the problem. It's that self-important pinchstick Orin who has the problem. He won't serve me, or anyone else from the Hammer clan. You want to do a 10-day stretch of guard duty and then find out you can't even get a beer at the end of it?
Why won't Orin serve you, or has he only banned the Hammer clan?
Has he only banned the Hammer clan?
As far as I know, and selfish as it is, who cares if he's banned anyone else? I'm worried about my beer. What's all this got to do with you?
Cormac doesn't want conflict between the clans.
Well, someone needs to speak to Orin then. It's that self-important sack of ass grapes that is the problem, not me. You get him to change his mind. And let the Hammer clan back in the tavern. That will sort everything out.
Okay, mission house ban. All these like sub-missions that are part of like bigger missions. So many of them.
Welcome, Cleric. Always nice to see your kind here. That way, I can tell you to go fuck yourself, right to your face. Go on, get the fuck out of my tavern.
Okay.
The Hammer clan sent me.
Ah, that's a shame. Bar's just closed.
Then open it. You're going to serve the Hammer clan from now on.
Am I? Strange. Here was me thinking I decided who gets served. And I don't have any reasons why I should change my mind.
You're all berserkers, charisma of 3. Serve the Hammer Clan or I'll drown you in your own beer. Suggestion. Serve them or I'll kill you. Or maybe this Elex will change your mind. 500 shards. Cool.
Serve them or I'll kill you.
Straight to the threats, eh? You think a tavern keeper doesn't get talk like that every day? All right, hard man. Let's see you outside, in front of the tavern.
Okay.
Are you looking for something?
Oh, we're gonna duke it out. This is gonna be...
Strange choice.
Well, I can't help it. I don't have any other options at the moment.
So, you want me to start serving the Hammer Clan again, do you? Then draw your weapon, and show me how seriously you want it.
Alright. Good God. You're serious about it.
He wouldn't have been punished for doing that. Now he's
Oh, man.
That didn't work.
I don't really, like, stagger him all the time. And he, like, jumped back up and was, like, ready for battle. I mean, I could use my, my arm on him and just wreck him. Thing is, though, I'd end up pulling a lot of other people into battle that I don't want. That poor guy. Got in the middle of our duel here. There we go. 200 experience and we stunned him. Alright, get up.
Oh, you little shit. Tougher than you look, aren't you?
Yes.
So, are you going to serve the Hammer Clan again?
Yeah. They'll get served. I'll speak to Angrim, alright?
What does Angrim have to do with it?
He told me not to serve the Hammer Clan. I think he was hoping some of them would, you know, shift over to the Eisen Clan.
I think Cormac should know about that.
I think that's got nothing to do with me. I'm just a tavern keeper.
Okay.
Get out of here!
Yeah, he doesn't like us very much. That's alright. Alright, I wonder if that one guy's gonna... Orin, Elder, Cormag... Okay, I'm gonna go talk to this guy down here. Real quick, because now they can get served at the tavern.
Orin has lifted the ban on the Hammer Clan.
Well, aren't you the smooth-skinned charmer?
Woot.
How did you get him to lift that?
Well, I'm very persuasive.
I'll bet. But however you did it, I'm thankful. Here, take this. A small token of thanks from the Hammer Clan.
100 shards. Okay.
Stop using that here. This is no...
Deal with it. And then let's go back and talk to this guy, and hopefully we get another reward. And we leveled up, which is awesome.
The trouble between Elder and the Eisen Clan is over.
So, Elder can drown his sorrows instead of shouting them around Goliath. How did you manage that?
After a little chat, Orin agreed it was best for the clans to work together.
A little chat, eh? Well, however you managed it, it's a relief. I was worried this would build into something bigger.
Negotiation, promise, threat, counter-promise. All these tactics proved successful. This dispute should be over now.
Well, I should have had more faith. It seems people do believe in our cause.
500 experience. Angrim was behind the trouble. Reveal Angrim's participation. Or do as you think best. Hide Angrim's participation. I don't like Angrim, so I'm going to reveal it.
Angrim was behind the trouble. He hoped that since the Hammer Clan wasn't being served, that he could lure people to join the Eisen Clan.
You're sure of this?
Orin told me himself.
Then it seems I must speak with Ragnar, and we'll find a way to persuade Angrim out of such tactics. We have enough trouble with the elves without fighting amongst ourselves. Thank you for your service. Take this for payment, and keep this matter between us.
Man, so many shards lately. Like, what are we up to? 2,079 shards, and we just leveled. Okay, so you know what time it is? It's time to head back to the Hort, get ourselves a laser rifle. That's what we've been needing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our laser rifle. Just the standard laser rifle, the cleric laser rifle. Damage 36, 30 meter range, 20 magazine size, has single shot burst and full auto. Requires 39 dex. We could also get a flamethrower as well, which could be interesting. But I definitely want the laser rifle. And yes, complete the trade. Okay. And we needed what, 30, well, how much dex was it? 39 dex. So dex, dex, dex. And apply. Okay. And our laser rifle, we're going to set that to slot 4. Oh man. Meow. And we have different, like single shot, burst, and full auto. Oh my gosh. So good. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, so what's up here? They're like dumping rocks into this. Like, let's create more lava, I guess. Huh. Interesting. Okay, now let's see. Suggestion. How much? Oh. 40 intelligence for the next psi level. And suggestion was 30 cunning. That's 20 points. 2 whole levels, pretty much. I'm thinking about... Let me warp back over to Goliath real quick. There's something I want to check on to decide where we're going to put our points towards next. We could either go with the cunning route and go for suggestion first, because we're going to have to get suggestion before we can rank up with the clerics. It's mainly that and then doing a quest for that one woman that seems to be standing in our way. But I'm not necessarily in like a super rush because, I mean, I've just now got the stats to actually equip all the tier 1 stuff for clerics. I can't imagine how much like constitution and stuff we're going to need to equip like the tier 2 armors.
Teach me.
So I'm not in any rush to knock that through. But one thing that I would like to maybe get is the... right here, gives you an additional attribute point with each level up. That would actually be kind of nice, I feel like, to get pretty early. It's going to take 50 intelligence, though, is the only thing. I mean, I've got 4 attribute points at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 more points of intelligence, get us up to 39. At 40, I can get the Psi level 2 skill from the cleric trainer, which would increase our damage from this arm. So I at least want to go for the 40 intelligence. Right now, and then we'll see. I don't know if intelligence is going to go through a jump and take like 3 points per level up to get up to like from 40 to 50. If so, we'll put a hold on that for the time being. I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, I would like to get that extra talent point or attribute point per level, just because it would make leveling stuff up a little bit easier, anyways. But anyways, I do believe with that I am going to end out this episode here. Next episode we will continue on. I feel like we've been knocking through quite a few quests the last few episodes. I would like to finish questioning the other 2 people that we need to go question for Duras' quest. And we might look into getting our drone companion. Go see about maybe finding him. And I don't know. We'll see. But we are going to be playing with that laser rifle next episode for sure. I'm so happy to have this thing. Like, this is
that weapon
awesome.
Away.
Oh,
glad you got it.
Stop it. I could blast you apart with this, like, arm thing that I've got. I still wonder if we can get the other arm thing, but hopefully we'll find somebody that has one or something. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. There's apples all over here. But be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.